Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I make coffee using a Chemex. First things first is the coffee. You want to get fresh coffee. I usually try to get coffee roasted within the last week or two. And you may notice on the bag that it says flavor notes. A lot of people think that flavor notes are just subtle flavors that people can pick up on that are there naturally. But in reality, they're there to kind of give you guidelines for what flavors might pair well with the coffee. For example, this coffee's flavor notes are pear, citrus, and peanut butter. So, we're gonna wanna get some of those things. Now, I don't have any pears, but what I do have is a peach pear LaCroix, and I think that this will get the job done. So here's what you're gonna wanna do. You're gonna get your LaCroix, and you're just gonna wanna go ahead and just pour it on in there. I know it's carbonated, but all of that will get boiled out. So while the water is heating up, we're gonna go ahead and weigh out our coffee. Next flavor note is citrus. So we're gonna grab an orange and we're just gonna cut this thing in half. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna take your half orange and you just kinda coat it on the inside of the Chemex. All right, we got our Chemex all citrused up, and now we're gonna throw our filter back in there and we're gonna focus on the third and final flavor note. For peanut butter, I would not recommend putting peanut butter in your coffee. That's just gonna make a mess, and you're not even gonna taste the peanut butter because it doesn't dissolve into water. We're gonna grab some dry roasted peanuts. Be sure you get the dry roasted. If you have wet roasted peanuts, this is not going to work. Now this is gonna be a 1-to-1 ratio. So however many grams of coffee you just weighed out, you're gonna wanna do the same amount of peanuts. Now as far as grind setting goes, you wanna go medium fine. Now that they're ground, you can go ahead and set that aside. So one of my biggest pet peeves is when coffee equipment is not clean. I'm always cleaning my Chemex, and sometimes I just don't have time. So if you want to keep your coffee stuff clean, I recommend just doing it as you make your coffee. So before I do anything, I like to put in just a little bit of dish soap. Now you want to put just enough so that you don't taste it and it's not going to hurt you. So next up, we're going to add our coffee. Now that our water is heated up, we can go ahead and pour. So a lot of times if you see this in coffee shops, you'll see people pouring in nice small circles, but really, we don't have that kind of time. So I like to just pour from the side. Now if you really want to take your coffee to the next step, go ahead and get some earbuds and get your phone and go to the specific frequency of the lumineers. You want to just go ahead and drop those in there. All right, now that our coffee is done, we're gonna go ahead and throw it in a mug. If you are a cream drinker, let me give you a quick hack. Before you put your milk or your cream into your coffee, you want to get some salt. Now milk has a lot of natural sugars and flavonoids in there, and what the salt does is it kind of recombobulates those. So you want to add just a little pinch. Make sure you give it a nice swirl. I usually swirl it for 10 to 20 seconds. No fancy pours needed, you're just going to add your cream. All right, and there you have it. Hope you guys learned something, and happy April 1st. Now the beard works as a great filtration system for the water. Just drop. You want to get, so what you want to gonna, so what you want to gonna, now what you want to, is you want to going to, now what you want to gonna,